Imagine you're sitting in a darkened Broadway theater, ready to watch a heavy, soul-stirring drama about a man's 22-year fight on death row, and suddenly the air in the room shifts because the royal family of Calabasas just walked down the aisle with Hollywood's favorite leading man in tow. This past Sunday, the James Earl Jones Theater wasn't just a venue for high art, it was the site of a massive cultural collision. Kylie Jenner and Timothée Chalamet didn't just go on a date, they joined Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner for a showing of The Fear of 13. This wasn't just about catching a play, it was a carefully synchronized display of family unity, high-stakes producing, and the ultimate soft launch of Timothee as a permanent fixture in the Kardashian inner circle. To understand the weight of this night, we have to look at the specifics. The play itself is a harrowing true story about Nick Yaris, who was wrongfully convicted of murder and eventually exonerated by DNA evidence. Kim Kardashian, who has spent the last several years pivoting into serious legal advocacy, is actually a co-producer on this show. So, while the flashes were hitting Kylie and Timothee as they stepped out of their blacked-out SUV, the subtext was all about the Kim Kardashian brand. Kim arrived in a striking yellow high-collar dress, looking every bit the Broadway mogul, while Kylie and Timothee kept it surprisingly low-key. Chalamet was rocking a blue Adidas windbreaker and a baseball cap, very actor off-duty, while Kylie opted for a sleek black ensemble under a classic trench coat. They were seen holding hands, looking relaxed, and most importantly, looking like a cohesive unit with Kris Jenner. The public reaction to this has been explosive, largely because of the timing. With the 2026 Met Gala happening the very next day, this Broadway outing acted as a massive teaser for the red carpet debut fans have been manifesting for over a year. Viral clips of the group entering the theater have already racked up millions of views, with TikTokers dissecting everything from Timothee's casual king energy to the way Kris Jenner seemed to be leading the formation. The debate online is split. You have the die-hard Chalametists, who are still struggling to reconcile the Dune star's indie darling roots with a reality TV empire, and then you have the Kardashian fans who see this as the ultimate validation of the couple's staying power. This situation escalated because it represents a shift in how the Kardashians handle their public relationships. For a long time, the narrative was that Timothee was too cool or too serious for the Kardashian machine. By bringing him to a Broadway play produced by Kim that deals with heavy systemic issues like criminal justice reform, they are effectively bridging that gap. It's a move that says, we aren't just about lip kits and selfies, we are about Adrian Brody, Tessa Thompson, and meaningful storytelling. It's a calculated effort to elevate the family's reputation by association. What this says about influencer culture is that we've moved past the era of the Instagram hard launch. In 2026, the real power move is the substance launch. By being spotted together at a play that partners with the Innocence Project, Kylie and Timothee are attaching their romance to a larger social cause. It's a way to insulate the relationship from typical tabloid drama. It's much harder to criticize a couple for being vapid when they're spending their Sunday night supporting a play about wrongful convictions. From an analytical standpoint, this affects their reputations in very different ways. For Timothee, it's a humanizing moment. He's showing he can navigate the intense paparazzi storm that follows the Kardashians without losing his cool guy aesthetic. For Kylie, it's about maturity. She's stepping out as a partner to a major film star, moving away from the King Kylie persona into a more refined, theater-going version of herself. And for Kim, having her sister in Timothee, there is the ultimate PR win for her producing debut. It ensures that The Fear of 13 isn't just a niche play for theater geeks, but a mainstream event that people will talk about at their Monday morning meetings. However, we have to separate the confirmed details from the online theories. It is a confirmed fact that they attended the show together and that Kim is a producer. It is a confirmed fact that they are in New York for the Met Gala. What remains a theory is whether this was a mandatory family appearance or a genuine night out. Some fans are theorizing that this was a strategic move by Kris Jenner to distract from other headlines, but the relaxed body language of the group suggests a much more organic family dynamic than the internet usually gives them credit for. The pacing of the night was a stark contrast to the typical Kardashian event. Usually, it's all about the red carpet and the fit, but at the James Earl Jones Theater, the focus, at least once the lights went down, was on the performance. Adrian Brody's portrayal of Nick Yaris has been described as riveting, and for a few hours, the world's most famous family was just an audience. This leaves us with an unresolved tension as we head into the Met Gala. Did this Broadway date serve as the final practice run for a joint red carpet walk? Or was this their way of giving the fans a hand-holding moment so they can skip the high-pressure red carpet debut tomorrow? The bigger industry question here is about the future of Broadway. If a Kardashian cosign is what it takes to get Gen Z and Gen Alpha interested in serious theater, what does that mean for the next decade of stage productions? Whether you love the pairing or are still confused by it, one thing is certain: the Kardashian-Chalamet era is no longer a rumor, it's a Broadway-certified production. We'll be watching the Met Gala steps very closely to see if the blue windbreaker is replaced by a tuxedo, but regardless, the Fear of 13 just gained a whole lot of new eyes.